It was 81 years ago this past week that prohibition was finally lifted. For 13 years, it was illegal to consume alcohol in the United States. But here in Buffalo, we had a mayor that didn't think it was the fairest law in the land, so he did things his own way. In this week's Queen City Chronicles, Eddie Dobashevitz takes us back to when our nation may have been dreary, but our mayor was very colorful.
You think the IRS is scary? Imagine if the feds told you you couldn't have a drink. That's exactly what happened for 13 long, dry years in these United States of America. Good thing here in Buffalo, we had a mayor who was not a teetotaler.
From 1920 to 1933, the sale, production, import, and transport of alcoholic drinks in the U.S. was against the law. However, that didn't stop everyone.
Buffalo was one of the wettest cities in the country. Because of our heavy ethnic population, there was a ton of people that had drinking built into their culture.
During those long, dry years, Francis Schwab was elected mayor twice, in spite of the fact that he openly opposed prohibition.
He was a very popular mayor, and back then he was considered the anti-prohibition mayor.
Francis Schwab was one of the most colorful mayors Buffalo's ever had. He was charged with trafficking liquor in 1922. During the course of that time, his popularity actually increased. He pled no contest in court, paid a $500 fine, and walked out the door.
Although he was immensely popular with the folks, some locals did not have the same opinion of him.
The KKK was against him, and they burned a cross on his front lawn, and they threatened to kill his youngest child, my aunt, Mary. There was a break-in to the Ku Klux Klan office at the Calumet building. They found the records of who belonged to the KKK. My grandfather offered it both newspapers. They refused to print it because some of their members belonged, so they posted it at police headquarters so anybody could go down and find out who belonged to the KKK. And it was beginning of the end of the KKK in Buffalo.
Under his watch, the Crippled Children's Guild was started, land was acquired for the Buffalo Airport, as well as the construction of the Central Terminal and our iconic City Hall.
When the building was being constructed, they referred to it as Schwab's Folly, but now we can see who got the last laugh there with the Art Deco structure and its classic building.
Mayor Schwab knew how to work with the people. He was immensely popular in the city.
Whether you agreed with him or not, there's no doubt Francis Schwab was a colorful mayor, a man of the people. He didn't like the KKK, elitism, or corruption, and his legacy lives on even 80 years after Prohibition ended.
Here's to the repeal of Prohibition. From the old Union Stockyards neighborhood, I'm Eddie Dobashevitz, and these are the Queen City Chronicles.
Cheers, Eddie. Thank you very much.